Exodus chapter 19. And in the 3rd month of the exodus of the sons of Israel from out of the land of Egypt, on this day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. And they lifted away from out of Rephidim, and came into the wilderness of Sinai. And Israel camped there over against the mountain. And Moses ascended into the mountain of God. And God called him from out of the mountain, saying, Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob, and announce to the sons of Israel, You have seen as much as I have done to them, to the Egyptians, and I took you as upon wings of eagles, and led you to myself. And now, if in hearing you should hear my voice, and guard my covenant, you will be to me a prized people from all of the nations. For all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a royal priesthood and a holy nation. These words you shall say to the sons of Israel. And Moses came and called the elders of the people, and he placed near to them all of these words of which God gave orders to them. And all the people answered with one accord and said, All as much as God said we shall do, and we shall hearken. And Moses offered the words of the people to God. And the Lord said to Moses, Behold, I come to you in a column of cloud, that the people should hear me speaking to you, and should trust you into the eon. And Moses announced the words of the people to the Lord. And the Lord said to Moses, In going down, testify to the people, and purify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their garments, and let them be prepared for the 3rd day. For in the 3rd day the Lord shall come down upon Mount Sinai before all the people. And you shall separate the people round about, saying, Take heed to yourselves, ascending into the mountain, and any lightly touching of it. All touching the mountain, by death he will come to an end. His hand shall not touch it, for with stones they shall be stoned, or with an arrow they shall be shot. If it be also cattle, or if it be also man, he shall not live. And whenever the voices, and the trumpets, and the cloud go forth from the mountain, they shall ascend to the mountain. And Moses went down from out of the mountain to the people, and sanctified them, and they washed their garments. And he said to the people, Be prepared 3 days, do not come forward to a woman. And it came to pass in the 3rd day, happening towards dawn, and there were voices, and lightnings, and overcast clouds upon Mount Sinai. The sound of the trumpet sounded greatly, and all the people were terrified in the camp. And Moses led the people for a meeting with God from out of the camp, and they stood by the mountain. Mount Sinai smoked entirely, on account of God coming down upon it in fire, and the smoke ascended as smoke of a furnace, and all the people were exceedingly amazed. And there were the sounds of the trumpet advancing strong, exceedingly. Moses spoke, and God answered to him by voice. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai, upon the top of the mountain. And the Lord called Moses unto the top of the mountain. And Moses ascended. And God said to Moses, saying, Go down to testify to the people, lest at any time they should approach to God to contemplate, and a multitude of them should fall. And the priests approaching to the Lord God Let them be sanctified, lest at any time the Lord should get rid of them." And Moses said to God, "The people shall not be able to ascend to Mount Sinai, for you testified to us, saying, 'Separate from the mountain and sanctify it.'" And the Lord said to him, "Proceed, go down, and then ascend, you and Aaron with you. But the priests and the people shall not use force to ascend to God, lest at any time the Lord should destroy some of them." And Moses went down to the people and spoke to them.